The Supreme Court, America's highest court, and the place Ruth Bader Ginsburg goes in between workouts. Yesterday, the court heard oral arguments in a big case that could have major impacts on the workplace.
The Supreme Court is back at work this week, and today it heard arguments in one of the most important cases of its new term. Does existing law protect LGBTQ employees on the job?
The justices heard the case of Gerald Bostock, fired from a county job in Georgia after joining a gay softball league. He sued, but lower courts threw his case out. They ruled that the 1964 Civil Rights Act, signed by President Johnson, which bans job discrimination on the basis of race and sex, among other factors, does not cover sexual orientation. Bostock's lawyer says firing someone for being gay is discrimination based on sex.
Man, this is going to be a huge case, and we're going to have to wait to see what the court decides. But if you ask me, it's crazy that you can fire someone for being gay, you know? I mean, like, if you're fired at work, it should only be for work reasons, like stealing, or not showing up, or saying you like the final episode of Game of Thrones. You should be fired. It's like a big deal. Also, I've always wondered this, like, how do you fire someone for being gay? You can't tell who's gay. Like, if people haven't come out, you don't even know what gay is. What, you're just gonna have bosses walking up to employees like, Bob, you're fired for being gay. And he's like, I'm not gay, I'm just Southern. It's like, I'm sorry, I got confused, I'm sorry. You realize this ruling could also affect everyone, not just gay people, right? Because by this logic, if you extend the logic, anything you do in your sex life can be grounds for losing your job, right? It's your sexual preference. That's what they're saying. Yeah, if you're one of those people who's really quiet during sex, yeah, you could lose your job at the mall, huh? Yeah, if you're into domination and humiliating people, you could lose your job at Verizon customer service, huh? Yeah, and if you're the type of person who doesn't believe in the female orgasm, you could lose your job as Vice President of the United States. It could be really bad. You don't know. I don't want that to happen to him. But actually, I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to this decision because the people who get mad about other people having sex are always the ones who aren't getting any themselves. So we're gonna know, by the way they vote, who on the Supreme Court All right, and finally, a story about a gender reveal party that turned into a disaster. And I mean, it started as a disaster because it was a gender reveal party, but things only got worse from there.
They thought they'd planned the perfect gender reveal. Then this happened.
Gender reveal gone wrong.
Oh, man, strike out!
This couple can't pop the big balloon. Instead, this happens.
Not her! Oh, no!
Bye-bye, balloon. Dad makes chase, but can't make it over that fence.
Oh, man. All right, kid, I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, but I do know your dad's a little bitch. That's what we learned. You know what kills me about this video is they went after the balloon like it was the only way to know their kid's gender. Like 10 years from now, the kid's gonna be like, Mom, am I a boy or a girl? They're like, we will never know until we find that balloon. And the balloon flew away like it was woke as hell. The balloon was like, I reject the premise that this gender is something that can be predetermined. That was wild. I'll be honest with you, I actually think gender reveal parties are dumb. I don't know why anybody does them. They're played out now. Like, no one cares what gender the kid turns out to be. What we need to have dad reveal parties. That's what we need. Yeah, it's a new thing I thought of, right? Where the mother invites the potential fathers, and then the DNA test is in the balloon. That'll be way more exciting. And you still have a surprise.